Yo. This is the real deal. We back, baby. Better than ever. You know, out here, Master Embrace. I'm gonna stop changing my nickname.
Why
Embrace.
not? Why don't you just do it? Just do your thing.
Master Quan Chi in the biz building right there.
Yes, I exist.
Allie Rose right here. Out here killing fools and stuff. With kindness, of course, you know.
Or am I?
Where are you?
Who knows?
Wow.
They gotta find the bodies first.
If they ever do.
That's right. So, we here today, and we got a fun topic, right?
Am I introducing it?
Sure. You the MC.
Okay. So there's a backstory. So let me break it down for you guys.
Somehow there's a backstory.
Well, there's always a backstory. That's how these things come about. So tell me if this has happened to you guys, but one day last week before we were filming, or maybe it was after we were filming, I was like putting a movie in and I was just chatting about my life. And I was saying like, oh, I'm having this like interesting dynamic in one of my friendships. Like, I'm watching these movies to figure out what to do next with my life. And then Daquan said something like, Daquan, what did you say?
Yeah, what did you say, Daquan?
About movies, us basing our relationship off of like movies and stuff like that. That's how like a lot of times how people view their relationships and everything like that is based on the movies that we consume and stuff like that. Yeah.
And well, you also said that when you like try to do what they do in the movies, that it
always works every time.
Yeah, which is so interesting.
Yeah, no, that's super interesting.
Works every time.
It literally never
Works every time.
I also
Works
have
every
not
time.
had that experience.
No.
So
What do you mean you haven't had
Right,
that experience?
well, I
I
need an
wrote
example.
down. I wrote
You brought
Be
notes.
prepared.
these are my receipts.
Wait, so when has this worked for you? And
It's
what
just like
movie are you
little
talking about? Like generic
are
movies?
you okay? So am I saying, oh, I'm going to set up the scene just like they do in the movies and stuff like? No, of course I can't sit there and if I were to recreate a movie, even then it could work. It would just be dependent on things. But I've done stuff that where you'd be like, oh my goodness, I'm about to sit there and do the little candlelight dinner and do all the little things and do all the stuff. All the little romantic tropes that are in movies work in real life because that's what people expect. That's like when you sit there, yeah.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
Oh, you thought I meant like sometimes like how the relationship stuff works?
Yes.
Oh, sometimes that works. That's a hit or miss.
So you're saying because we've been raised on this foundation of a certain expectation that when you make your interactions meet what's happening in the movies, then the outcome is similar.
Yeah.
Because we've been conditioned.
Yes. Works every time. You thought I just said, oh man, you know, there's
These
two best
moves
friends.
be working for me in the real world. I was like,
Yeah, no. That's...
When you say moves, like, did you think I was just sitting there doing exactly this? I just sat there, pulled out a rom-com and was like, all right, date idea number 1.
yeah.
Okay, no, that's. I don't care what either one of y'all say. None of this stuff has ever happened in my life. None of it.
I feel like you
Well,
just
your
needed
life
to
just
try a
isn't
little bit
that
harder.
interesting.
Ooh.
Oh, my life isn't interesting. Wow.
I'm
Okay.
just kidding.
No, that's
Nah, man. She
I,
meant
I
that.
wish my
that was
life
from the
wasn't
heart.
interesting.
I could hear that. I could hear that in your soul.
Listen, some of my lives are a little bit more interesting than others. What can I say?
I'm not interesting. Don't ask about
Yeah,
my life.
not calling on anybody in particular.
I don't do anything. I stay at home and I mind my business.
Except when you're doing it like. Okay, Allie, what do you have?
Okay, so, well, I need to, like, get this off my chest to start the podcast off, because when we were talking about this is what popped into my head, is that, like, relationships, not just movies, but, like, in media, and, like, right now the biggest media relationship is Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, which is really frustrating to me, because I'm, like, not a, like, Taylor Swift is fine, I wouldn't consider myself a Swiftie,
She a
but
hater, get her.
There you go.
don't come after me, I
Get her.
can't take it, okay?
Get her. She don't deserve
But
life.
when I opened Threads, because I'm not feeling great about X right now, / Twitter, everything on my feed was either about like Gaza or about Taylor Swift. Like there was no in between. But one of the things people were saying about Taylor Swift is that like they're like, well, she's gonna get married, she's gonna have a baby, and then her followers are gonna have babies, and then they're gonna get married because they're gonna follow suit, and then it's gonna cause this huge economic boom because there's gonna be more children, and people have to buy houses. So Taylor Swift is controlling our economy, and I thought that was a really interesting commentary on the power of
Control is a lot. Control is a lot. Taylor Swift influence our economy. Control? Like 100%. If Taylor Swift has a baby, there's gonna be a lot of babies.
Well, she kind of has like a cult following, and
She does.
so
I know. I talk to these Swifties.
I know
They're
and
very
I'm
intense.
afraid.
You shouldn't be afraid. They're harmless. They'll sit there and yell at you, but they're not gonna do anything.
Harmless.
You sound like you're egging them on, right?
I am egging them on. I do it all the time. I sit there and accept the challenge. Look, they're not Beyonce fans. They're not gonna come after me for real.
So what about the Taylor Swift thing, like, I guess, piqued your interest?
Well, like her relationship, like people are gonna model their relationship after her relationship, which is what I thought Daquan was originally saying.
Oh, people do that too. But
yeah, people do that.
People do that, but that's just bad. That's a terrible.
That seems like a really.
Especially when you're doing it off of like social media, because people sit there and be like, "Oh, we should have a relationship like this," but that's not what relationships actually are. A lot of the things you display and present aren't actually what a relationship is. It's all the other stuff that is annoying and nobody wants to watch.
So while I was thinking about this, one of my stories I wrote down about like exactly what you said, like people don't see the things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I made sure that people saw what I wanted them to see for a fake relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was in ninth grade,
Oh my gosh.
on Valentine's
Got 'em
Day, people could send like flowers or like candy.
You
wraps.
didn't.
No. You're one of those people. Don't be one of those.
I already am. It happened.
I love how we knew exactly what she did.
Because she was like, it was Valentine's Day, and I was like, no. Look. We still love you, even though.
So anyways, in one of my classes, there was a really cute boy
Mm-hmm.
who like didn't really like know me or pay attention to me. But so not just in my math class that I had with him, but in like 3 other classes, I prepaid and anonymously wrote notes to send to myself in all of these classes, which they do in Mean Girls.
They do
Yeah.
that in
So
Mean Girls.
like everything I know about relationships, I have learned from either Cosmopolitan magazine or from movies that I watched.
Probably
Does
the
Cosmo work?
worst 2 spots to get.
'Cause-
That's
like,
all I had.
I heard
like,
Cosmo-
I
Like, what does Cosmo actually tell you? Like, what is?
it gives
That's
you like,
actually a good question.
okay, so it gives you like, ladies, help me out. It
Respond in the comments. Cosmo, what is the first things you did? What is the Cosmo thing you actually did in real life? And did it work?
Because I feel like I see the tropes on like other TV shows,
yeah.
and they're like Cosmopolitan, and then it's like
Well,
5 things your man really wants,
Yes.
and then it's like stupid stuff.
yes. Well, there's
Yeah.
also like quizzes you can take. Like, is he into you? Is he cheating on you? And there's like 50 questions. And there's like
Don't
6
listen to
different
those.
answers. Well, when you're 13, like this is your holy grail
Okay,
of
look,
like what to
we
do.
all have our whole thing. Look, guys go through a similar thing, and it's about unlearning it. Yeah,
No.
yeah.
I am
Okay.
where I am.
So, anyways, continue. So what happened with the
Wait.
story?
I mean, nothing. I mean, I got the things.
What did
People
he
thought
do?
it was. I don't think he did anything.
So
then he-
now, before what he did, okay, what did you expect him to do?
Fall in love with me. What do
How,
you
like
mean?
how? What did you think was gonna happen?
What you
He was
mean?
gonna be like, oh
He
my
was in the
goodness.
ninth grade. You was in the ninth grade.
So this leads
just
into
wanna
the
hear what the plan
next
is.
topic of this conversation, which is all of the different dating tropes. So this one was based on like jealousy,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I want him to be jealous and be like, oh, someone else is interested.
You don't have
Like,
to notice because you got.
exactly.
Okay.
And you know what? I think I don't think he noticed, but other people noticed, and they were like, who is sending you? Like, cause at the end of the day, I had like 6 flowers, like candies, like.
What did you do with all of that?
I can't remember. I don't remember.
Okay.
So other people were like, "Dang, Allie, somebody really likes you."
Allie
Yeah,
got
they
it
were like,
going
"Who is her
on.
secret admirer?" And I was like, guys, I don't know. It's not signed.
So, it's okay, don't worry. It's okay.
That's
No shame.
Look, no shame, no king shame. Look, live your best life. I always want you to do whatever you
No
want.
king shaming me. Thanks so much.
I'm sorry, do you king shame? Look, again, if king shame is your king, go right ahead. I'm just sitting there.
So
want you to
anyway.
live your best life.
Thank you. I did.
So you said Mean Girls. Was there any other movies that you feel like influenced?
So many. Like, I watched all of them.
Well, like, what's your
Breakfast Club, Pretty in Pink, hated 16 Candles, 10 Things I Hate About You, Romeo and Juliet, What other ones did I write down?
Because my issue is I feel like none of the tropes actually work.
Oh yeah, they do. They definitely work.
Like I'm trying to think of like a
Like, yeah, let's like.
Do they work, or is it just like an us problem that they
It's
don't
just
work?
100%. It could be.
always
It's 100%. It 100% does work. Let's see.
I need an example.
Like I was saying, like all the little dumb, cute stuff that you can do with a person that you could find on a little rom-com or whatever, it'll work. The scheming thing probably won't. Like, would sitting there sending yourself Valentine's work ever? Probably conditionally. So, literally, that could even work. You just gotta sit there and plan it right. Everything for me is always like a movie or always like a show. If you sit there, you put the actors in the right spot, you put the scene in the right spot, you can make it all go together. I'm trying to think of a good
because
good
what
movie.
I'm thinking about is like Disney movies and rom-coms,
yes.
and not even just rom-coms, but even action movies, and like the guy is like doing all this
action
stuff.
movies don't count. Action movies don't count.
But that's still a movie.
No, it don't. The action
And
movies
like
don't count.
he's like this. Okay, this is another trope that I hate. Every single female scientist in every single action movie is fine.
Yeah.
Everybody in any movie is fine.
Yes, but I was an engineer.
So your
Damn.
expectations were
Look,
shattered.
look.
There was not that many cute.
How many cute
Engineers.
archaeologists do you know?
Well, how many?
And how many of them
women?
look like Harrison Ford?
Well,
None of them. I can guarantee you could go to your local college right now. You're not gonna find any Harrison Ford archaeologists who go out, sit there, and do rugged
archaeology,
adventures.
yes.
Oh, I had some cute professors.
Yeah, archaeology.
I said what I
matter.
said.
Look, man, I sat there. I watched a lot of stuff. I didn't find that many professors. I was like, oh, it's fine. It's okay.
When we were in the engineering college, we used to give girls like +2 or +3.
You used to give girls
No,
plus.
I don't
not,
get- I don't
not
get
high.
that.
Oh, okay.
We have to explain this to you
Okay.
then. Okay, hold
Do I
on.
Again, not we.
This is-
You do.
This is I don't regularly participate in masculine culture, but this is
This is the one exception.
This is one of the few exceptions.
That eye roll thing.
Oh, and you make fun of the Cosmopolitan magazine.
I told
But
you.
you out here +2
No,
-2.
no. That's it's a real thing.
It is a real thing.
Because okay, so like female police officers, I like a +1 or +2. So like if you see her out in the
Again,
street and
This
you're
is
like,
exclusively a Bracy list.
no, it's not.
Yeah,
It's literally not. It's literally not. If you see a female police officer, but she's not in I was supposed to say in costume.
In uniform?
If she's not in uniform and you see her out in the street, you'd be like, oh, she's cute. Like she's a 8 out of 10. But then you see her in uniform, she instantly gets a buff. Because there's something about a female police officer that's like, it just makes her cuter or hotter.
Oh, I see.
Or
It's like a
more
man in
beautiful.
uniform does the same thing.
Yeah, and
Okay.
so like engineering.
Okay, is that a universal thing? Cause like I don't understand.
Yes.
All right, cool, whatever.
Because like girls at the engineering campus always got like a +2. Like you see them and you're like,
Oh, because they're smart?
No, that's not why.
Oh.
See, it's the different
No.
effect. It's the environment.
right, it's the environment because they're so
no,
rare.
It's the proximity.
No, it's the environment because that same person around any
Yeah,
other
you see them
environment
outside the engineering
doesn't.
campus.
Yes.
They're like,
The number goes down.
But why do you say +2 or -2?
Because there's
I
too
don't-
many sausages out the way, so anything that's not a sausage just automatically looks more appealing.
sausage.
No,
Yes.
but I don't get.
No,
Yeah.
I don't get the rate. Yeah.
the +2 or +1 or +3
Just
is
buffs.
just based on like certain like
Just
cri-
the
so
buff.
like an engineer, like a girl at the engineering campus got +2. A female officer gets a +1.
Okay.
Like for me, and everybody has difference, you know.
Okay.
So like for me, volleyball players.
The scale is
Are
still
+1.
out of 10, but depending on their setting, they can
Yeah.
go up by
I
2.
don't know, again,
Like I don't know what it is about volleyball players, but I just think if just being a volleyball player automatically gives you a +1. Like
Yeah,
you're
that's what you're
that
asking.
much cuter
look again, no
because
king
you play
shaming.
volleyball.
I make a point to mention to men that I do yoga.
That might be
is going to be a
might
thing.
be +1 or +2 for
A
somebody.
lot of
Might
people
be
are going to be
a
like, "Oh, nice."
And then they see me do yoga, and then I'm like,
Oh.
They're like
It goes back down. It's like, you hear the take that point away. I was like, oh, need to go to the shot clock.
Oh, brother.
But yeah.
I mean, but like working at a museum, you probably get like +1 or +2.
For example, even just you wearing glasses, people are going to be like,
That's true. Yeah, see, glasses definitely are like I think glasses are special because glasses are like, or not glasses, sunglasses are like +3, which make them dangerous.
It depends on the sunglasses.
See,
It depends.
sunglasses are dangerous because you can't see their eyes,
Yeah.
so your brain automatically makes
That is
up the
facts.
most beautiful eyes that you
Yes.
can imagine with their face.
Yeah, that's like the mystery.
Exactly, and so it makes so
Illusion.
sunglasses are like +3, so it's dangerous. Like,
It is.
if I see a girl and she looks cute with sunglasses, I'm like, I need to wait till.
Same
she
thing
takes
with
sunglasses.
when Mask. That Mask did the same thing. Did we talk about this before?
Masks?
Yes.
I think we did talk about it. When people wear masks, you just assumed it was the
Oh,
most
oh,
beautiful.
yes, we did
Yeah,
talk
and
about
then they
that.
took off their mask and you're like, oh,
Yeah. Ooh.
That's
wait a
That's
minute.
Your
what your face
mouths
looks
aren't
like.
supposed to look like that. What are you doing? What happened
Your
here?
mouth is
Top
not-
half was pretty good. Bottom half needs some work.
I worked
That
with
is
this girl
hilarious.
and I thought she was so beautiful. I was like, you look just like Kylie Jenner. You have like these big eyes, like
She
the
wasn't
fake
wearing a mask the
hair.
whole time.
No, she was right, and then she finally took it off, and I was like, oh.
Oh, no.
It's a butter mouth.
Buttermouth. That's so messed up. A buttermouth.
Look, man. You laugh.
Oh man, that's so bad. Okay, we're getting canceled.
It's okay.
Anyways, back to the movies though.
Yeah.
I feel like the tropes in movies don't work because when I see, here's just a really simple example. So in real life, I feel like the vast majority of people nowadays, early relationships, are online dating. Not all of them, just most of them. Like that's how you meet most of the people who you're gonna date now is
Sure.
online. And so, but that's not shown in current movies.
Yes, it is.
No, I'm talking about the majority. I'm talking like 1 for 1.
How many times have you seen a movie where there was a group of people sitting there looking over a phone trying to figure out how to message someone and what type of things to message?
Yeah, but those
That's the trope.
almost all of those were like people who they knew already.
Oh, okay. So you want a perfect strike?
I'm saying like they don't show online dating like online dating is happening right now. Like a lot of it is like you bump into somebody you get a ticket from the female officer and then you run into her again somewhere by chance.
When's the
And
last
then
time
y'all
you watched
fall
a
in love.
rom-com though?
Every now and then.
What?
I don't
I
know
feel
off
like,
the top of my
I feel
head,
like the
I'm just
modern
saying.
ones have more of that interesting thing. A lot of the times where you'll see people be like, "Oh, I'm just gonna sit there and I met this person off of this," and you'll see that like first date or them trying to do so many different like first date sequences where they just show up to different people. Like the montage of them always trying to talk to so many different people. As a matter of fact, I think Frasier just did it again.
Actually, that part is probably true. Like, I think some of them do show, like, the montage of them doing the online dating thing. And then they, like, what's the movie? I'm going to have to look it up.
I don't know. I don't know that movie.
I'm going to have to look it up.
But yeah.
Watch
Oh,
it.
the one where he marries his daughter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, yes, we talked about this. You and I talked about this.
I'm literally just typing in Eddie Murphy movies.
Damn.
You people.
You
You
people.
people.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
There we go.
But they didn't meet online.
No, they didn't meet online, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't start with him, like, online dating, but it does start with him kind of having this life montage before he bumps into the girl.
I feel like that's a normal thing of just sitting there being like, oh, meeting all the different people online, and you sit there and see like how wild and crazy different people are. Like I said, I feel like that's a common trope that you see, and in real life, that's how it feels when you do that. I think. I don't know.
Often you
Allie,
like-
as our resident online dating expert.
Dang, that was a blow right there.
I don't know what you mean. She's our resident expert. We both clearly said we don't do the online dating
You
thing.
do a lot of online dating research.
Not recently.
Not recently, but you've done it.
Research.
Research. I do a lot of research.
You've done it though.
For the good of the podcast.
Thank you, and we appreciate your sacrifice.
I don't want to speak on that. Anyway. Here's what I have to say. Not about online dating, but about all of these like tropes or whatever. I care less about how you meet somebody. For me, the reason they don't work out is because I would say like 95% of all the movies I listed, all the ones I can think of about the different like fake dating, forbidden love, enemies to lovers, forced proximity, like all the different tropes.
Oh, those are some good ones.
I know. And I also have opposites attract. Those are the top ones, apparently. But the reasons those don't work out is because it's always like in real life. It's because in the movie, the man always has to like come save the woman or save that, or he has some big like come to Jesus moment about what to do, and there's like the running scene and like they embrace.
And it's funny because it's all the pressure is also on the woman because the woman is always perfect. Like she's always like super emotionally intelligent and got her business all together and is like well mannered and like she has everything in life together and the guy doesn't have everything together.
Yeah, or like you need the guy to have some kind of like monumental thing to happen for you guys to work out. And let me tell you right now, that does not happen. You can wait all day. You can wait all year. And these men do not be having these enlightenments, okay?
So for you, it's about the enlightenment.
Yes!
Like, no enlightenment. No one knows anything.
When has a man come to save me in a relationship? Never. Never. So, like...
Do you think that's the same?
No, I don't.
Are you sure? Ooh.
I can save myself. Thank you very much.
So then why do you want someone to come?
I thought he was about to throw you.
No, I'm not saying that I want that, but like that's like what happens in all of these movies to make it work. Is that the man like saves it or figures out a way to like mend the relationship. And up until I want to say like honestly Frozen, that's what was happening in all of like every single Disney movie is like the man's literally slaying a dragon or like fighting off the bad guys or rescuing her out of a dungeon or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's
like that's what the man is supposed to do. No, I'm just kidding. I just wanted to say that so bad.
He was waiting that, holding that in his back pocket like, hold up, like, wait for it.
I don't think I really know I can't think of any relationship where they're like, yeah, and then like real life friend relationship, they're like, yeah, the man like ended up figuring his stuff out and our relationship worked out. Like, it's always like women coming together and figuring their shit out and then either figuring out a way to fix their own relationship or like ending the relationship.
Yeah. Man, I watch Waiting to Exhale. That's not true. But I watch Waiting to Exhale. That's not true. But when it comes to that, I feel that a lot of how to keep a relationship is not shown in media. A lot of what media shows is how to get in a relationship. And getting in a relationship is easy. Anybody can get in a relationship. You can get a relationship with anyone if you just put the time in and do all that stuff. You can. Look, if you put enough work in, you can make anything happen. Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Okay, I agree with a lot of what you just said. But you are right. Like,
I know.
The movies don't show what happens after they've already been in a relationship.
And because honestly, for a lot of times in relationships, it's more than just like, oh, this person has to come to Jesus moment, or they have to sit there and understand what problems they have. It's very much, hey, we have to figure this thing out. We have to figure out, hey, what's going on with me? What's going on with you? All that type of like work and stuff like that to get through and really resolve an issue is rarely ever depicted. There's very few actual shows that actually show that.
Marriage Story. That's a great example. Have you seen Marriage Story?
No.
It has Scarlett Johansson and the guy who plays the Adam Driver.
Okay.
Plays the husband.
Oh, yes.
And
I know of that.
That
I know that
shows
movie.
like the nitty gritty. And
stuff
does he
like
figure his stuff out and come to know? She like divorces his ass. And then like remarries and is happy. And he's kind of like,
oh, that came out recently.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I messed up my life. And it's like, bummer.
Yep. I know, man. Us penises got to figure our life together.
Wait, she divorced them?
Yeah, she did.
Dang, what a savage.
No. And she gets like the kids, she gets the house, like
everything, bro. And she out here winning though.
Listen, let's not talk about men's justice and when it comes to divorce.
Okay.
Look.
We'll back off.
Look, man.
You're gonna get canceled by one side or the other.
I know, man, but I have a pamphlet about it.
So I like, I almost said Inside Out. This Is Us. This Is Us, I feel like is
I've never seen This Is Us.
So you need to watch This Is Us. You don't have to watch the whole thing.
Yeah, you do.
Like, well, you will watch the whole thing.
You will. You're going to watch it, have one emotional breakdown, and then you're just going to be hooked forever.
Yeah, that's true. But This Is Us, I think, does a really great job of showing the nitty gritty, the ups and downs. There's like people get divorced, like there's the maintenance, like all of those pieces.
Even the whole point of just sometimes stuff just doesn't work out. Like the hardest lesson I think it takes people to learn is just because you love someone doesn't mean you should be with them.
That's true. And I think This Is Us does a really great job of showing all that stuff.
That's so hard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, This Is Us is so good.
It is.
So
Have you ever watched This Is Us?
No.
And you're gonna cry like every other episode.
I'm not ready for that type of emotional relationship.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's a good cry.
Yeah,
It's a good cry.
A good cry though.
It'll be a good cry. Don't worry about it.
Cry for you.
I don't want that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
Continue.
Moving on.
So wait, have you guys experienced any of these fake dating?
Yeah.
So these are all like how people meet each other. Fake dating, forbidden love. So that's like Romeo and Juliet. Enemies to lovers. Oh, I have movie examples for almost all of these.
Okay.
Wait, have you experienced any of these?
Some of them.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's just go down the line and like.
Yeah,
Just say like if we've experienced it or not.
Okay, fake dating. No, I've never done that.
Fake dating.
It was never mutual.
I want to say yes, but I can't think of a time when I did.
The most recent example is All the Boys I've Loved Before, which I love. I love that. It came out in 2016, and I think it's so cute. And I don't know when that came out, but it's so cute.
Dang.
I think it's fun.
I feel like I really want to say yes, but I don't think I have.
You fake dated somebody and turned into a relationship?
I want to say yes.
Can you define fake dating?
That's what I was going to say, because I want to know what fake dating was. So, a fake dating attempt failed with me, but I'm like that's what happened. Like, I don't really...
no, you don't have to tell it if you don't want to.
Yeah, there was just an attempt. It was like, oh, yeah, I've been telling everyone we've been dating, and it was like, oh. And they were like, oh, so... Look, man, we're not getting
because they wanted to actually date you,
Yes.
or did you both have like alternative motives?
No, she just I don't know. Look, I didn't ask that many questions. I just kind of was like, no.
Oh, so this is just something that happened to you.
Yes, a lot of my stories are things that just happened to me. I just roll into this.
Some are born with greatness, and some have greatness thrusted on them.
I'm always getting thrusted on.
Crazy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I can't think of a time when I fake dated. I feel like there's been people who like, you're like, oh, you're my girlfriend, but not like fake dated.
Yeah.
So, dang, what's the next one?
Forbidden love.
Okay, so there was a girl who I almost dated, and we very clearly liked each other.
Okay.
But she was like, my parents wouldn't like you, and like that's why we never officially dated.
Brutal.
And she told me
How
that.
Romeo and Juliet of her.
And I was like, first off, you have never seen me with parents. Parents love me.
Yeah, this happened. I was supposed to be watching, like, I was a counselor-ish kind of role, and they were like they were these people coming in for a thing, and yeah, a relationship was born. That was a really good relationship. I like that. It was a good time.
That sounds spicy.
It was, but
That sounds inappropriate.
it wasn't define inappropriate. Define inappropriate. Everyone involved was okay.
Okay.
Did you have any?
I had a few.
Like
How
forbidden. What's forbidden?
Yeah.
Well, like, okay, there was 2 different professors in college, and I was like, I'm in love with you. I know.
Okay. Look at you.
But no relationship happened. I just was like in love with him, and I think that they like.
Wait, you were in love with them?
Yes.
Oh,
my
wait,
God.
You said that to them?
No, but I think like they could tell, you know.
Oh, I thought that
Like,
they said that they were.
You
in love
came
with
in
you.
there
Oh
with
my
the
God,
eyes and
no.
everything.
Oh yeah, I'm doing the extra credit. I'm staying late.
Late.
They're
Every
checking-
office hour.
They're
If
checking
we
my
want to talk about
papers.
TJ, when I was in high school, there's a teacher, and she didn't let people eat in her class, but she
Yeah.
always let me eat in her class.
Oh.
And I aced the class, and then everybody said that's because she likes you. And I was like,
Oh.
I know, that's gonna be my wife one day.
Oh
And
my god.
She was gorgeous.
You're like, yeah, it does.
Yes, and I was like, and I used to eat in her class. She was okay with that, like the whole nine. And I was the teacher's pet, and they was like, she's just using you as a teacher. I was like, I don't care. She can use me. She fine. Yeah, people was mad. They were jealous. It's okay though. I know you married with kids now, so it's okay.
I've also had a couple of married men come on to me, but
That's-
I
that's a
don't like
thing.
that. Feels like so yucky,
Yeah,
and I
that's-
don't like that.
That's so common though. It's weird.
I've had 2 different married men kiss me, like against my will.
Damn.
I know.
I'm sorry.
I know. Thank
Wait,
you.
okay, so continue. 'cause
Okay.
Moving on.
This might need to be another
Okay.
another section.
No, because that's all I'm about to say about it. Okay, enemies to lovers, or like friends to lovers. I think they're kind
Okay.
of
Oh, friends to
Both
lovers
of
all the
those I
time.
think I've
Yeah.
experienced a couple of times.
Friends to lovers. That is exclusively the way I date.
Friends to lovers.
Friends. Look. Why would I want to be with someone who's not?
Who
2
you don't
episodes
like.
ago.
Yeah.
Right, and I get that.
What?
I
What?
said 2 episodes ago.
Exactly. Look.
Yeah,
Why would I sleep with someone who's not my friend? That's weird.
that's true.
And every time I tried to do it and it wasn't that way, it was super awkward. And they always were
I get
like
that.
looking at me and just be like, I didn't want that.
I get that.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
It is
Have
what
you
it
had
is.
one of those?
I don't think so.
Like a friends to lovers?
That, but not enemies. Like I'm trying to think of someone that I hated, and then I was like, oh, actually.
I've had a lot of people like they hated me, but they were like, oh, they really like
They hated you.
No, they didn't. It would be like, oh, I hate you, and we would get into arguments all the time, and then it would be like, okay, but like, hey, what are you doing? And I'll be like, please don't do this. Please.
No, I've done like the stereotypical like tease the person you like type of thing.
Yeah.
But also, I think I'm like a naturally flirty person, even when I'm not trying to be flirty.
I'm a super flirty person.
So
Yeah.
that doesn't help.
I had stopped. I still didn't stop. But no, why are you looking at me like
What's the
that?
next one?
The next one is forced proximity. So like,
Oh, like you
Like,
have to be around them.
yeah, so like the proposal with like Sandra Bullock and
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, that
That's
never
the
happened,
example they
actually.
gave.
That I think for me that's actually kind of common because
Any workplace relationship is forced proximity.
yeah, I think for me it's like
Oh.
when you're around
Okay,
a
yeah.
person enough, you start to be like notice features that you're like, oh, you're
That's
kinda-
that like +2 minus.
Yeah, it
Literally,
becomes
Yeah.
a thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, you're kind of cute in this light all of a sudden.
I did not expect to have so many. Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say you probably have a decent number.
I know, and that's like, oh, well, whatever. It is what it is. I expected to be like, oh yeah, I got 1 or 2.
You're a
but
chick magnet. That
I'm
you're
not a chick magnet. Calm down. Literally, I'm not a chick magnet. just things happen.
Have you had any of those?
I think 1.
Forced proximity.
But also, like when I was a server and I was working at restaurants, I made a point to like never ever date anyone that I. Because I forgot why I made that rule because it happened.
There you go.
Tricky.
Oh,
Thanks.
Okay, there's 2 more.
okay.
Love at first sight / soulmates.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Like
unfortunate.
destiny.
Cause boy,
Why are you turning the camera to me?
no, I thought you were gonna say something.
Cause
Listen, oh see,
okay. So for the longest time, I didn't really believe in that. I thought that was some bullshit. Like I thought it was like, I love at first sight is what until it happened, and then like I remember there was a period of time where like I had like a couple girlfriends, and I refused to tell them I loved them because I was like, I don't really know. But then it was like this one person, and it was like a week, and I was like, oh god, and I'm just sitting here stuck like. I don't know how to process this. I don't know how to like come to grips with like these feelings. And what's really weird about it is because like basically what happened was I basically was like told my ex like, yeah, I love this other girl, and she was like, what? And I was like, and she had the hardest time to get me to tell her I love her, and I was like, it's bad. But then that was like the most convenient thing of like, oh, so you must really care. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Jaquan, the same thing happened to me. I was talking to a guy all summer long. Like, he was in close proximity. We met in a class together.
Mhm.
I didn't think he was that cute, but like he was pursuing me a lot. We met up a few times, like whatever. And then I went to Alabama for a summer and I fell in love with this boy. Like I can still tell you what he was wearing the first time I saw him. Like I was like, I'm gonna marry this man. Like in love at first sight. And I had to message this other guy to be like, hey, like I know I'm like gonna be gone for 3 months, and we were like planning on like still being together when I come back, but like that's not gonna work for me.
Yeah.
But to this day, like he was so mad at me, but to this day he still will like swipe up on my stories. And it didn't work.
He's just trying to check up on you.
I don't even check up on him.
Oh, okay. Dang. What if he's like
he's
legitimate
just genuinely
intention?
interested.
Yeah. What if he
Yeah,
said?
he's just
What if
like,
he
hey.
cares about you? What if he's like, I just want to make sure
He
Allie
actually
finds
has
that.
said that we have a soul connection.
Okay, never mind.
me.
Never mind. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
no.
Yeah, we're good. You
Snip,
good? You
snip.
don't need to explain anymore.
Snip,
Yeah.
snip. Sorry.
Thank you. Okay, the last one is opposites attract.
Yeah, that's true. Opposites attract because it's just one of those things of if someone has the qualities that you don't have, that's a nice thing to
I
have.
feel like
Appealing.
it's almost like forbidden, but not.
And it's
exactly
almost
the
like
same.
enemies too, because like
Yeah.
if you're opposite, then you usually
Yeah.
like butt
Yeah.
heads.
Yeah, I don't know. It's really nice when specifically when it's like, oh, okay, this one situation I just dread and I just hate it, but this other person can just handle it easily. That's a nice way to think of it. And there's also the opposites of like, okay, we both look at things differently, but because we got everything covered, there's not that many bad problems that are going to come up. It's because we both see everything from these different viewpoints. If we come to an agreement, that agreement is usually going to be like the best kind.
I feel like go ahead.
No, all I was gonna say was I feel like a lot of these happen at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like they bounce around. Right now, I feel like in my adult life, I'm experiencing the most opposites attract. I think like the last like 3 men that have been interested in me, or that I've like gone on like dates or had friendships with, have been like so different for me. And they're like, oh, like you're outgoing, you like going to these restaurants, you know what to order, like blah blah blah. And they're like super introverted, really shy, like all this stuff. And it's like, I can see why that's appealing for you to me, but to me, I'm like, I don't want to have to be the one making the decisions all the time because like you are afraid or don't know where to go, or like then it's more like
It's work.
Yeah.
it's work, and it's like a mothering.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I
can
don't
see
like
that.
that.
Yeah, that gets
Sorry,
really
I'm such an
annoying.
alluring person.
I know, right? So great. I don't know. I don't have that thing. You. So for the audience at home, Allie just hit her,
Oh my gosh.
and it was hilarious. We're enjoying grade A slapstick comedy.
Daquan's coming for me tonight.
I'm not. What do you mean? Do you feel it? I don't want you to feel attacked, Allie. I want you to feel supported.
Right now, we're enemies.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, but
Which one is that on the list? I'm just kidding.
the thing I want to say is I get what you were saying because a lot of things that are going on with me are very much hey, this person makes me feel better. This person makes me like, oh, I'm going through a hard time, and they rely on me for like, oh, okay, I can go over here and I know this person's going to take care of me. And it's a similar thing where it's like, I understand why you want this, but at a point it's like,
I'm not getting anything out of it.
I'm just helping you.
And it's like,
Yeah.
it's the worst.
Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting.
I need to get something out of my relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's
What
a
is it that
transaction.
you want out of a relationship? Or do you not know?
I don't know, but more than what I've experienced so far.
Oh, okay. I mean, it makes sense.
Ooh, that's rough.
For me, honestly, I've been thinking about this a lot, and it's just, this is gonna sound really bad. I just want us to not be bored. Like,
What? No, I don't think that's bad at all.
like, yeah, because like when it comes down to it, it's like I always say, like, I just want someone to be there. I want a partner, but it's really like I want someone so when I'm sitting somewhere, I'm not bored. I can have someone to talk to. I have someone to bounce ideas off of. Having someone else is just really nice. Calm down.
That's cute.
See, you gotta be weird. Why you gotta do that?
That's cute.
It is cute.
Oh
Yeah,
my goodness, please, let's stop. Please.
For the
You're the one
audience
who
out
just
there,
shared.
Daquan is blushing right now.
I'm
Just kidding.
Oh, get up.
Yep. Everyone, look at this blushing face. It's so ready, waiting for you to hit that subscribe button.
That is hilarious. Well, this has been.
No, wait. This has been the real deal.
Again, ASMR with Allie.
The real deal.